Hey, come catch this wave with the Fixx squad. The Fixx is in. I'm Mr. Soul, I'm tuning in. What you doing?
Stand up. James left, but the king still reigns here. No tears, no love lost, no rain here. Delivers, I promise, Santa rain here. Love for the city still resides here. Fix for your ailment, faith that resides outside the lines. Detox your mind, cause it matters. Art outside the box, we pace better. The Fixx is in, and we rock a channel. We rock with them for what's deep within. Expose those who talk but don't live. Expose those who talk but don't live. Take offense. Judge by the fruit from the tree, but if the fruit
Welcome back. DJ Focus, Dice Gamble. You tap back into the Fixx, your source for faith-infused hip-hop, R&B, and poetry, right here on Siriusxm, channel 154, Holy Culture Radio. And you know what time it is, Dice. We in for one today, Dice. This spiritual detox going to be different. I don't think the people ready for this one. When I tell you, he really a preacher. I don't know if he gonna receive it or not, but he really a pastor, a preacher
Answer
somewhere.
the call.
He might as well answer the call because his love songs, they sing the God and they sing the relationship. So I don't know what to tell y'all, but listen, Mr. Hope Dealer is here, our brother Major. What's going on?
What's happening, man? Family, it feels really good to be on channel 154, if you will.
Amen. Amen.
I'm very happy to be here. And so thank y'all for making time for me. Y'all good?
Absolutely. We are excellent.
Great.
Excellent.
Absolutely. So come on, talk about it, because a lot of people don't know your story. I do. I've been following you for a while. My wife, we love your music. But talk a little bit about your faith journey, your faith story a little bit for the people who may have never heard your faith story before.
All right. So first things first, my real name is Major. That's the name my mama named me. The prayer that she prayed over me was that if she names me Major, that I would make a major impact on the world. So I'm leaning into it. You know, I'm doing my best to live up to the prayer that she prayed, to live it out. And it's wild because hope has literally become the center of who I am. This message of hope that I seek to amplify in every space that I move in. I understand that hope made the difference for me in my life. And I understand you can't talk faith less you talk hope, because my family, faith is a substance of things what? Hoped for. Yeah. And so I rock with it real strong and real heavy because, like I said, it made the difference for me. It makes the difference for me. It carries me when the storm gets crazy, when it gets wild, when people doubt me, when people reject me, when circumstances don't fully embrace me. Hope has a way of causing me to still believe that whatever God told me was for me won't miss me. So, yeah.
That's beautiful. I thank you for sharing that. I don't even know how we got this interview focused. I'm sitting here like, you must have been praying or fasting or something, because I'm still over here like,
I stay in the presence of God. I stay in the presence right at the altar.
You did the offering, you did the first fruit, you did it all. I have a question for you. Though, brother. Man, when did you need hope the most? Like, when were you like, no, this is my thing. This is going to be my message.
You know, I can't really pinpoint an absolute when I needed it the most. I do know the moment I really leaned into this is absolutely your why. And that was the success of Why I Love You. I have a song that a lot of people get married to. A lot of people, play it as a reminder that they deserve the love that they seek. A lot of people play it for a lot of different things. It's called Why I Love You, or This Is Why I Love You. And it goes, this is why I love you. This is why I love you. Yeah. And
oh, Jesus. Yeah, we're here.
I don't want this moment to happen, but listen, what God gonna do?
Yes, He is.
We still gonna have it, but I'll say that The song starts doing extremely well. My life is different. I don't gotta ask for too many things because the song is my calling card. And I'm now trying to figure out what's next. What's the next song to prove that I'm not just a one-hit wonder. And so I found myself challenged with, am I worthy of all of this love that I'm getting? And can I keep up with the expectation that people have of me? Now, what I realized in hindsight was much of that was my own inner voice, creating louder, congested thoughts, a confetti of thoughts that actually were not consistent with what people on the outside, a lot of people on the outside were thinking of me. People were just grateful that I presented something that made them feel good. And that was it. They weren't saying, you need to make me feel good for the rest of your life or the rest of my life. But I took on this responsibility. And so I was like, how do I outdo this? How do I beat this moment? And I ended up landing on a song called Honest that got me my Grammy nomination. But it literally came from a conversation that I was having with my primary producer, Harmony Samuels. And he was like, yo, bro, I know that the industry makes you think that you need to keep up with a presentation, but just be honest. That's what got us here with Why I Love You. That song, Holy Culture, was a love letter I wrote to God, and love wrote me back.
Wow.
I hadn't yet experienced Why I Love You love from another person outside of my mama, but not another person. I now am married to my Why I Love You. But that hope awakening really hit hard. It really hit hard during that time because I was creating pressures that weren't even real on the outside of me. And hope had to rearrange my thinking and center me back on get to doing the work that life has called you to, and only, and all the other stuff will either fall in line or fall off.
That's
And
good.
and so I even had it tatted on my arm. I have it tatted right here, hope. And I added major hope, but it's as a reminder that I got to live the hope that I give. So yeah, that's what it is.
That's good. Thanks for sharing that too
That's
as well.
beautiful.
And I know you've been moving in a lot of different spaces, and I want you to just talk a little bit about the church for a minute. We got to stop at the church for a minute.
Let's
Yeah, we
talk
got to
about it,
stop at the
Doc.
church. Yeah, we got to talk about the church for a minute because I think you talked about the industry and the industry not really understanding you. Like you have this gift. And I know for a minute you were doing some gospel selections. Talk about just everything that you were doing and where you are when you started compared to where you are now when you spoke about the church. I feel like they kind of didn't embrace you like they should have embraced you.
Well, I won't say they should have per se, but they didn't embrace me when I thought they should.
Okay.
I realize that in everything, and I'm really speaking from a hindsight because I don't always have this right in every single moment present super mature way of seeing things, because sometimes I want to be like, man, forget you with the other word, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But yes, the script that I wrote for myself, that I had for myself, was I was going to be a gospel artist. And I grew up in the church, still am very much rooted in the church. I've been a worship leader. Preceding my career, I was a worship leader at a very prominent church here in Los Angeles called One Church, known for Tori Roberts and Sarah Jakes Roberts. Even before Sarah was even a part of the ministry, And he was with his first wife. I was very active in ministry. Me and my main producer, Harmony, he was the music minister of music, and I was one of the worship leaders. And that's literally the identity that many people in LA came to know me for, while also pursuing, other music. But I think I shared this on another podcast, where I shared I had to stop feeling the pressure to chase the embrace of the uninterested.
Mm.
I said I couldn't do that anymore, because I believe the God things are always going to be good things. And you won't have to spend all of your time wondering if it's good. Because when it's good, you know it's good.
Mm-hmm.
You know when you like some food while you're eating it. You don't eat food you don't like and then after saying, oh, I guess that was pretty good. You don't do that. You stop eating the moment you think it's nasty. And so for me, I had to realize that I was able to take this light into spaces that were unconventional, so long as I remember who's the source of it all. And one of the things that was happening when I moved to Los Angeles was I was getting invited to all this mainstream stuff. And I was trying to bring, the gospel element, and they still can't shake it. They still know that I'm from the church. But it was like I had this release to be the light in these other spaces. And I literally remember saying to God, if I cross over, God, I promise you that I'm going to take the crossover with me. And it has literally been a commitment. You run my music, every single song, up against scripture, and it'll come out clean. It is absolutely biblically based, kingdom based. And something, and I'm sorry for talking so much, but a master of love songs, that is Stevie Wonder, affirmed me in that and helped me realize that he too comes from the God perspective of love in everything he writes. And that's why the world moves the way that it moves. Because anytime you come from the perspective of the creator, it's going to reach the heart of creation. That's my reality. And that's my why.
I told you he was going to come on here preaching today, Dice. You thought I was playing. I told you we got a pass in the building.
Just put his Cash App out there. Y'all need to go ahead and hit Major on his Cash App. Then go ahead and do it right now. So where you want to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Woo!
Listen, DJ Focus, Dice Gamble, we got to go to a quick break. I promise you, don't touch that down. We coming back with more from Major. Keep it locked. You tuned into The Fixx.
And the Fixx is in.
Holy Culture Radio. We're not just background noise. We play the music that inspires you, because every song has a story. Christian hip hop and R&B music and talk on Siriusxm channel 154, 24 hours a day. Holy Culture Radio is changing the game. Discussions about faith, arts, vocation, and education. We talk about the real issues that affect our communities and work together to find solutions. Join the discussion at holyculture.net and be heard.
DJ Focus, Dice Gamble, you tap back into The Fixx, your source for faith-infused hip-hop, R&B, and poetry. We still got this super talented Major on the line with us, don't we, Dice?
Oh, we do. And if you guys missed it, hey, I'm sorry. Hopefully you downloaded the app and you can hit rewind or something like that. But Major, I wanted to ask you this question. You have Major Hope Foundation, the Major Hope Foundation.
Yeah.
Now you released a meditative album series, and it kind of sounds like mental health to me. I mean, like a form of taking care of your mental health. Can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah. So firstly, the Major Hope Foundation is a social action initiative that I had to officialize, because I had been doing this work naturally and organically and out of the funds of my own pocket for most of my professional career. And folks were like, you just need to make it an official foundation where you can get funds and it can fund it from that avenue. And so we do this work of amplifying hope in communities and in people through the Major Hope Experience, which is a concert experience where music and motivation collide. And it also incorporates those motivations that we talked about, that you mentioned briefly, and I'll talk a little bit more, but we also do random drops of hope, which is likened to that of random acts of kindness, but we do pop-ups where we just respond to needs immediately. We take over gas stations or grocery stores and just provide for the marginalized, and just really just giving people a sense of, I'm not forgotten. And then lastly, our confidence coaching that we do for youth and adults on helping them to build effective communications, esteem, and also etiquette, so that they realize that they're bigger and there's more than just the environment that they've been, limited to from experience. And so we expose them to more. But that's the Major Hope Foundation. Now, the Major Hope motivations.
Come on.
Talk about it.
Special stuff. That's some special stuff. During the pandemic, I knew that I needed to hear language that reminded me of my center, of my why, of my responsibility to see me just as much as I see everyone and everything else. And Major Hope motivations, Major Hope pep talks, which is available everywhere you get your music as well. If you literally look up Major Hope, you will find it. It's some good stuff. I talk grief. I talk forgiveness. I talk worthiness. I talk self-care. One of the bars on the "You're Not Alone, Not the Only One" is at the end. I say, maybe the attention you need, maybe the company you need is you. That self-love hits different when it's healthy and consistent. It's some stuff. The pep talks is some bars on your great. It's on image. It's on worry, on fear. It's some good stuff. And I really want y'all to check it out. But that's me leaning into my pastoralship. You know what I mean?
Amen.
Yeah, it's coming. Let's talk about this music before we get you out of here. Come on, you just dropped a new EP.
Right.
Talk about it.
Yeah. Major Hope is all up and through this new EP called "The Hope of My Soul." Let's say it together. The hope of my soul.
That's good.
This is really giving people the essence of who I am, what drives me in music. It literally is soul music that has a little bit of the gospel, a little bit of the folk, a little bit of the R&B, a little bit of the Americana. It's really good music. I executive produced by my big brother Harmony H Money Samuels, and we have some other producers that joined in: JV, Joaquin, and Teddy P. It's some special stuff. It's movie music, it's life music, it's major music, and I'm excited about it. It's available everywhere. The Hope of My Soul is the EP. The song I want you to check out quickly is "I Prayed for You." I think you'll really connect to that one. You'll connect to every one of them, but "I Prayed for You" is like the song of the season for me right now.
That's good. That's good. Listen, before I get you out of here, I got to ask you the super group question, because you with it. If you could pick two artists from any genre of music, dead or alive, to form a super group, what two artists you picking?
Bruno Mars and Michael Jackson. Let's go.
That's it. Oh my goodness.
So
my
much.
goodness. Listen, Major, we appreciate you coming through, rocking with us this morning. Tell the people how they can connect with you, following you on all your social media platforms, and listen, introduce that single that you want us to check out.
Okay. So, beautiful people, you can find me everywhere on social media. Now that's Major, Nowthats, Major. I promise you, I talk back only if you say something that's of value. Don't be wasting my time with that crazy stuff because people be crazy these days. Now that's Major on social media. Now that's Major.com. If you Google me, it's Major, all capital letters and a period. All capital letters and a period, and you will find me quickly. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce two songs. One is a new love anthem that happens to be a song celebrating love in the fullest way possible. It soundtracks the storyline of my love story. Baby, will you love me? And now for another song that I wrote as a love song to the world and to every individual that needs to be reminded that you got somebody thinking about you. This is I Prayed for You by Major.
Keep it locked. You tuned into The Fixx.
And the fix is in.